like a what do you call Tokyo in English? Tokyo. Patent, yes, patent. A lot of patent is combination, right? A combination of two other patents, two knowledges together. Once it's written, you can edit it. So it's a explicit transformation. It's called combination. And a lot of education, I mean, university paper is a combination too. New idea combining from some other papers. And then the last one, explicit tacit transformation. You can learn something by reading a book and doing it. So the concept of this Seki model is from tacit knowledge, something you cannot tell, but you can transform it by or socialize it by experience, and someone write it down. And from the written knowledge, you can combine it. And the last one is you can do it and you can absorb it as your skill. So it's from tacit to tacit, but it rotates. And this is the mechanism of how a new knowledge is created. And this model is so famous right now. So you can Google it, you can find it everywhere by searching knowledge management or knowledge-based management. I will leave you this slides. This is Noraki-san's slide. So detailed discussion here. But anyway, it's very difficult to explain. So I will tell you a story about this. Very concrete story. This story is from this website. So maybe later you can Google it. Panasonic is a Japanese company. It's a story about making a new product. The first home bakery system. Vietnam people eat rice too, right? Yes. And you have rice cooker,
Yes.
right? Do you have home bakery?
No.
No. At that time, this is a story of 1980s. At that time, we have rice cooker, but we don't have automatic bread maker. Home baker is a bread maker. Now there is a bread maker, 1980. The new product. This is a very new product, and there was no home bakery yet at that time. This story starts from this person, Ikuko Tanaka. She is a scientist, cooking scientist, and she joined Matsushita. Matsushita is the old name of Panasonic, and she says that I've been studying cooking science, and I feel a calling in this job, that is development of cooking appliance software. So the first, the origin, the starting point is here. She felt something. She believed in something, and started to making a home bakery system. In the year 1988, in Matsushita, 3 divisions, rice cooker division, heating appliance division, and rotation machine division were integrated into new cooking appliance division. So new division was born, and she was a member of that division, the first member. But to me, if those 3 are integrated, maybe it says that home bakery is the solution to that division. So this is the team, her team. It's like Scrum team, right? Small number of members, and they were told to make a new home bakery system. And the first words she said was, "Let me do it. Let me do it." Ikujiro Nonaka always says that the beginning of something new is someone's belief, someone's motivation to make a new thing. So actually it started from here. Let me do it. Let me. And she did the first attempt. It failed. It failed miserably. I don't know about bread, but crust was overcooked, or leaving the dough inside the roll, or I don't know this, but bread is very sensitive. So if the temperature is 1 degree different, the cooking time is 30 minutes different. So very sensitive thing. And she even did this X-ray tests, X-ray analysis. What's wrong? But she found no meaningful data from that. Nonaka-san always says that data is just data. No, if you don't have any belief or any assumption in your head, data is just data. No innovation in it. Someone's calling. So almost failure, the first attempt. Oh, by the way, this is a lab. Okay, so it's a experiment in lab. Then she proposed an idea to solve this situation. What was that? From the former discussion. Okay, what she proposed was, let me work with him as an apprentice. Apprentice is do you know apprentice? It's someone who learns from someone. So imagine the signal for transformation. The first phase is called socialization, and it means tacit knowledge translation. So she has to find someone who can know what to do and do it with him. With him. She ate a lot of bread in Osaka, and she found the most best bread in Osaka. And he was in Osaka International Hotel, and he was a bread maker, chef. And she went to his kitchen and learned how to make bread. And after that, her team member all went to this chef's dining place, chef's cooking place, and learn how to knead dough. And she says that a software engineer, she is a software engineer. A software engineer neds means neds. なんていうのかな。Maybe you can understand with my gesture. Dough is the soft, pre-cooked bread. Knead dough and bakes bread, exploring what is the best set of conditions, and the hardware engineer make a prototype that clears the conditions. With that prototype, the software engineer make another try, and this process repeats like playing catch obsessively. So it again and again and again. I think it's agile, right? Doing it, learning it from the experience, and doing it, learning it, doing it. And she says, I have eaten 5,000 pieces of bread in those 2 years. And finally, Finally, the tacit knowledge made explicit. I was always watching the master, the chef, to steal the way he knit the dough and tried it myself. He not only slaps, but also twists and stretches the dough. When I found it, I went straight to the hardware engineer and talked about it. The twisting stretching is implemented. I mean, this is a, I don't know English, but you put dough into it and bake it. Oh, this is from the front side view. This is the machine, and this is a bowl here, and there is a propeller rotating. This is the propeller rotating, and dough is stretched, slapped, stretched, twisted. But this one, this rib is the breakthrough. Because of this one, this propeller moves and it stretches the dough. The rotated dough is trapped by this rib, and this effect realized the master's hand movements. So what I'm telling you here is, where is the knowledge come from? First, in the head of brain of the master, a chef, and she learned it by doing it together. And actually, it is implemented as a explicit knowledge as this rib. So this rib is extracted from the master's brain. Okay, second model again. So tacit, transformation, make it explicit, and combine it, and do it again and again, and it's made explicit. And the result was fantastic. Many units in the first year. And it's exported to the United States, West Germany, and Hong Kong, later to Sweden, Thailand, Australia, and New Zealand, and not Vietnam. I don't know you have this bread maker here. But this one, 1 million units sold by the time competitors released their version. It's a huge success. Oh, this one is the catch copy, selling copy of the bread maker. 炊飯器以来の発明です。Sorry. Invention since rice cooker or something. So they have rice cooker there, but this is very new product. And interesting thing here is user's voice to the engineers made, and fresh air to the cooking appliance division. Inspired other divisions throughout Matsushita. So from this success, the new wind comes to the company. In Japan, a lot of companies, software companies, now is struggling how to learn Agile, or how to learn Agile and implement it into their company. I don't know how popular here, Agile is popular here in Vietnam, but in Japan, it's becoming popular, but still, adoption rate would be 20%, what do you think, 20, 30? Depending on the industry. But web service development, almost more than 50, 60, 70 are using Agile, but other industries, we still use waterfall. So here, new way of doing it is a new air to the company, and the company changed, the atmosphere changed. So this is a huge success story of Matsushita. I will talk a bit about the current context of Agile and Scrum. It's really, I will talk about relationship with design thinking. Have you heard of design thinking recently? No? It's a huge movement right now. IDEO, Apple's design company, IDEO or D School in Stanford, they are teaching design thinking. I want to tell you about this. Tim Brown is the main articulator of design thinking. So it's a design thinking everywhere, every development process. Its process is like this. There are 5 phases of design thinking. Oh, it's a new product development method. A new product development method called design thinking is now a fad. And it's influencing Agile world too. So in the United States, Agile conference has always design thinking team sessions. It has 5 phases, and the first phase is called emphasize. It's interesting. And define, ideate. It's an interesting English too. Idea to make an idea. Ideate. And prototype, test. Emphasize, define, ideate, prototype, test. There are 5 phases. And the first phase, emphasize, is interesting because it is a, do you know empathy? Feel empathy to someone. Feeling the same. If someone's sad, I'm sad. Empathy. So it's not about plan or write documentation. It's about empathy. There's a card called IDEO method card. So how to make an idea of design thinking. There's a card, and there's an iPhone app too. So I will tell you some of the methods. One is called role play. If you are making a new medical system, you have to go to a hospital and lay down in the bed and feel the difficulty of movement. So it says the team can trigger empathy for actual users. So learn by doing. Learn how actual users feel, not a written thing. You can feel, have empathy first. Another one called body storming. Body storming. You know, brainstorming, right? Brainstorming, discussion. Crazy ideas, brainstorming. It's a crazy body. They are inventing a new chairs for Boeing 737. So this is a curved wall of aircraft, Boeing aircraft, and they set chairs and they try to sit like this and they feel empathy. How do you feel? So they are designing new chair, new seats for Boeing. So body storming is another practice. So what I'm saying is, new idea is not from written document. The new idea or new knowledge comes from by doing, by feeling something, right? So I tried to map several Agile practices into Seki model, but I can't do it well, but I will show, like sprint demo is a demo, so you can see and feel, right? And visit users is another practice, to feel something from the users. Or story writing is a maybe tacit explicit. Write it down to a cards. And sprint planning is maybe combination. And in Agile practice, there are a lot of practices about learning, retrospective learning, right? And pair programming is somehow, I don't know. I was asked by Nonaka-san, when I was talking with Nonaka-san, he is not an IT guy at all. He don't make PowerPoint slides at all. And he don't write emails at all. But he asked one time to me that, Hiranabe-san, プログラミングはマニュアルがあるんですかHiranabe-san, is there a manual for writing programs? He asked. I said no. You have to learn from good programs. For good programming, you have to learn from good programs. Okay, then pair programming would be a good way to learn something, right? He understands it. So pair programming is learning how to program. Also, in pair programming, you write your thinking to code. So maybe that's explicit too. Or you can copy paste from others' programs. So you can combine knowledge. So programming itself is a circular movement. So I put circular here. And coding standard, it's a one practice from extra programming. It's a collecting everyone's idea into one written standard. So coding standard would be externalization. And another practice called sit together. Clients and programmers sit together is another practice. Sitting together is a feeling, making the whole same atmosphere is one of the tacit knowledge transformation. And daily stand-up, you say something like, I did something, I will do something today, and the problem is something. So it's making your feeling explicit, right? So maybe tacit explicit. Oh, but by the way, everything is combination, and this second model is appear every layer. So you cannot map it like this, but I'm just trying to convey what I'm thinking. And retrospective also is exchanging the feeling about the last sprint and making it explicit. And talk about the solution or tries. So retrospective is also every transformation. Okay, the last part of my session today is about this one, conveyor of knowledge. So my talk title was the conveyor of knowledge, people as the conveyor of knowledge. So it means that documentation is a very limited conveyor of knowledge. But people themselves are the conveyor of knowledge. You, programmers or clients, people are conveyor of knowledge. This is also from Nonaka-san's slides. This person is a Soichiro Honda, the founder of Honda Motors. He made this bike, and he's watching this racer or rider. But this is not just watching. He crouching on the floor, on the road, and he using hands, he is feeling the vibration of the engine. And like this, he can smell the oil or engine. So, and he not just looking, he is looking at this riding bicycle from user's viewpoint. Maybe he is thinking how he can turn this curve, something. So he says, contemplation in action, indwelling in actuality with deep thinking. It's a very difficult English for me too, but Nonaka-san's words. So what I'm want to say here is he is the product owner. He makes the product. But what he's doing is tacit transformation, absorbing what the user feel by going there and listening sound by hands and smelling the gas, and he absorbs the concept of this bike, and he go to the team, development team, and he communicates how this bike or car should be by drawing and talking. He sits here at the same level of eyes and he talks with passion, baby. Back to the first slides about Scrum. I thought I first said that these are waterfall and Scrum, but what he really wanted to say to me was the person in the phase 1 who first planned or motivated to do the development should remain in the project and keep conveying what we should create whole throughout the development process. So someone who are motivated in the first product, he should run through the product development as a conveyor of knowledge. That's what I wanted to talk today. Some of other things. I think I have some time. So today I talked about Scrum and Seki model. And I won't talk about this, but just a little bit of this theory. I said there are two types of knowledge, which is explicit and tacit. He found the third knowledge type. It's called phronesis. Aristotle, Aristoteles in Japanese. Platon to Aristoteles. Plato and Aristotle. Plato is believed in idea, and Aristotle is a concrete genba. I don't know the English word, but idea and realistic thing. So Aristotle said that there are three types of knowledge. One is explicit, one episteme. Episteme is translated to science, which is explicit. Two, techne. Techne is translated into art or skill, tacit knowledge. The third one is called phronesis, and it's it's a knowledge who can make field of conversation using their experience. So the leadership knowledge is called phronesis. Sorry, I can't tell this difficult in English, but he said that there are three types. And third knowledge is called phronesis. And it's about leadership. And this is another discussion. And this one is from study of U.S. Marine that he found that U.S. Marine is very unique organization because it has Navy aspect. There are Navy, anyway, land, sky, and なんだ 陸海空 空 sky, land, sea. There are three. Marine has three divisions, and every team they form consists of three types of skills. land skill, sea skill, and air skill combination. So one team is one team is combined by those 3 skills. Small team, people of 3 is combined of 3, and people of a team of 1,000 also have 3 combination. So it's called fractal organization. If it's small or big, it is the same ingredients or skills.